Welcome back to Meastro's Music, the Group 7 project. We finished off where we landed on the stocks management page, and now we will continue by describing how users can go and update the stock of each album. Notice that it only shows the albums for the current store the user is associated to. So just to interchange that, if I press update, note that nothing will happen as that no values were changed. If we were to change any values, then note that only the changed value will be updated. I have already gone and created a demo album for demo purposes, but I will also go and add another album to the stock. So if you click on add new album to stock, notice the fields will appear. So we can add an album name. We'll add video demo album 2, and then the release date, we will just make that one today. Then the supplier price, the price that the supplier gets the album to us, and then the client price, which should always be higher than the supplier price. The quantity, the amount of quantity it has in the specific store or all stores, make that the default of 20. Let's add that to CD only and add it to all stores and enter a description. And finally we'll add an image, so I'll just choose that image 7, and as you can see it is an image of Elvis. Note that this is only test data. If we click submit, we will submit, and as you can see, new album stock created successfully. That means that it has now been created successfully, and as you can see on the list, there is the new album created successfully with a quantity of 20 in manual. If we now go continue on the users function, we'll filter by the top 50 and in turn show that the new album we've created is not on this page. Note that there is now more than 12 albums, as we are showing only 12 rows per page. If we go to the next page, you can see there is the new album created, video demo album name 2. Note that I am an admin user and I now have functionality to go and delete the album if I wish, or I can go and change the photo of the album. So if we go into the album, it will open in a new tab, and note that there is a lot more fields showing, such as the supplier price and the add piece to album button. If we look now, we added 20 albums to each one. That is why it is available, and it will be available in all stores as we showed it. Note how it only shows available on CD and not on DVD, as you only picked the availability type to be on CD. If you look at the bottom, you see that there are no tracks found on this album. If we go click on add piece to album, we will get the pop-up where we can add the new piece to the album. So if we then enter the fields, we will now see how a new track can be added to the album. I will now add data into the fields. As you can see, the data is now entered. I've entered all relevant detail into all the fields, and I will now click submit and to add a new piece to the album. Note that a track on the album created successfully pop-up shows, and if we scroll down, we can see the new track created on the album. We can either go click on view to view the album, such as all users have access to, or since we are admin user, we can go and delete the track on the album. For demo purposes, I will demonstrate a delete. If we click delete, a pop-up appears to assure the user that he is about to delete a track. When I click OK, the track will now be deleted. As you can see, there's no more tracks found on the album. This is it for Meastro's Music, the Group Project 7.